for those with good taste.
But let's wrap things up, Matt. Let's get on to our Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We're on episode 3. I am 3 for 3 on watching these. I'm not making you people wait at home. Where are you at on this?
Delivering the goods, baby. I finished episode 3 this morning, and I am still hot on the heels waiting for another one, baby, because this show has not missed for me.
This was the episode with the least amount of action so far. There was no big gaudy
Can I
scene.
tell you, I watched this and I was like, man,
where's it gonna happen?
Lenny was 100% right at the fact that this is going to be all dialogue and one big action scene.
Yeah, when's it going to happen?
I just needed to know when it was.
There was never one really big one. There was some good action in the episode, but it felt more like an espionage episode to me, right? Like a lot of secret mission stuff going on.
So, something about Sharon does that. Right, like anytime Sharon's involved, you're like, yeah, this is going to be some real low-key stuff.
There was also like that John Wick moment where all of a sudden like they get hits put out on them, and like everybody, it's that thing where like John Wick's walking through New York and every single
getting text messages.
Like, every person's like, oh shit, this guy's dead.
I love that scene because there was just that moment of, oh fuck, who would have thought that Sam getting a phone call in the middle of all the 3, 2, 1 spoiler shit's going down.
Yeah.
Who would have thought him getting a phone call would have just been the way that all this kind of went to shit, you know?
Yeah. So you know what I didn't like though before that is I don't actually like the route they're taking with Zemo. The character Zemo has it was awesome. He was awesome this episode. However, if you want me to believe that one of the two of these guys would be Captain America at some point. Like, I understand that Steve operated outside of the law when he had to.
Yeah, you're saying there's no law within sight with these guys right now.
It just didn't seem like the move that Steve would have taken to, like, break this guy out of jail. I feel like there's legal routes you could have taken to use him. Like, with the strings that they could pull, I feel like there's ways that, like, logically, if I think about the universe here, that, like, hey, Nick Fury, we need Zemo to figure out what's going on here.
But I think that that's what the interesting part of this 3-way relationship is. And now that they've introduced Zemo, we get it a little bit more, where you kind of get the sense that Sam does want to play by the rules. Sam doesn't want to go on the run. When they introduce,
he has like real life stuff.
Yeah, he's got a life to go back to. Mm-hmm. Where Bucky's just kind of playing into this, like, what is the aftermath after Steve? So he's still trying to figure it out. But I like the idea that Sam is just kind of getting pulled into hasty decision making on Bucky's part, and
maybe more reactionary than like planned out.
I mean, it's the proof is in the pudding when you see Zemo make it to the garage and Sam is like, "What the fuck, man? Like, what have you done?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, I know you wouldn't have been cool with it, man."
How you see how it plays out, like in real time. Yeah,
it does something to the story where you can understand the conflict that these two guys are going through. For me, where the miss is how Zemo is just, he's too okay to go along with everything. Like
because he has I think I got a very big feeling. I kept waiting for the
he's
other
got
shoe
an
to
ulterior
drop,
motive.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kept waiting because you knew the mask was in play. Like, why does he have the mask?
But I thought that moment was coming.
Yeah, but then he stayed good guy.
I just got a nice car.
Yeah. What is his real? Because he could have ran away there, right? When all that happened, he could have just left. He didn't have to help them at all.
I don't buy his line saying that I ended the Winter Soldier program once. I can't go on knowing that my work is undone. To me, it just doesn't stick.
It would feel to me like he would want to build his own army, right?
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
that guy.
And how much resources does this guy have? Because he's been locked down by shield and sword, whatever you want to call it.
He's a baron.
I
don't know what that is, but he's a baron.
Listen, man, watch Kingdom of Heaven, and you'll know that barons don't have much. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
This man had a jet. He had service. This man had all of his contacts and connects in place.
What was his pilot's name? Was it like Oscar or something?
No, Vinix, but it's like OE. That's
Oscar.
when you got it's good moments, but I'm not really sure what Zemo plays into the show, and he's dragging them into depths that are going to make it very difficult for them to come out of.
Yeah, it's hard to believe where he's going to end up being a good, like if he's going to be good, if they're going to be able to become good guys post this, because like if he does some real damage, like you're directly responsible for it. We also got reintroduced, like you said, to Sharon, right? Emily Van Camp, huge fan.
Love her.
One of the things I found myself asking is there going to be a day where I get, this probably means nothing to anybody else other than me. Is there going to be a day where I get Peter Quill and her in a scene together? And the reason I want that, and the reason none of you know about why I want that.
It's another movie.
No, it's a TV show. They played brother and sister on the show Everwood back in like 2002. And I just think like that'd be pretty cool. Like Treat Williams
So
is in
you
that
think
show.
fan service?
You know who else was in that show, Matt? The kid from Small Soldiers, Gregory Smith.
Oh,
The lead
yeah,
actor in that.
yeah.
So like I saw him in that, and then he did the show Everwood, and he's the main character, and she's like the girlfriend in it.
If you would have asked me what he's done since Small Soldiers, I wouldn't have been able to tell you.
This was 15 to 20 years ago.
Jeez, man.
That I'm referencing. But
Yeah, that's
I
tough.
think that'd be just like, for me, it'd be cool to be like, oh, they were brother and sister 20 years ago.
Yeah,
I digress.
Marvel Studios, if you're listening,
Yeah,
Lenny's looking
I
for some
gave you
fan
the idea.
service.
They probably don't even care about it, but I do.
Where's Peter Quill coming from, dude? All right,
He'll
I'm
be
not,
back on
not
Earth
even
at
gonna
some
get
point.
into this with you, dude.
So, and it's probably going to be hard because we don't know what's going on with her. Like, she's claiming that she's like exiled, right?
Oh, dude, she's on the ends.
She's got something going on. Who was she? Capping dudes with a handgun, by the way. From like, we don't know where she was that she hit that shot, but when we finally see her, all she
Bro, when
has
she
is a
killed
handgun.
Selby,
Yeah,
I don't know how she was the sniper accuracy
I
with the
thought
handgun.
it was a sniper, and then all of a sudden she just had a silenced pistol.
Yeah, that's not a good move. Her introduction definitely begs the question of how many people are we going to get to tie into this universe?
And is there
or
a lot of
this
like
scene?
is there a lot of sleeper cell type agencies in the government now, because of like it just seems like there's like pockets here and pockets there of stuff going on.
Yeah,
right?
what we are quickly realizing is that the blip has really just screwed everything up. There's displacement camps everywhere. There's refugees, and that has ultimately kind of led to, you know, the guys that we always forget to mention, the Flag Smashers. We get a little bit more
because the show's barely about them.
It's barely about them, but when they do show them, you're like, oh, there's a lot of good information here.
Yo, because you almost thought she was going to be like, I got the feeling in this episode that like I was like, they have kind of a noble cause. Like I actually kind of understand where they're coming from.
Yeah, no.
And then like all of a sudden she just blows up the whole building.
You
like,
know.
there's people in there. She's like, had to be done.
She was like, these are the ways.
Yeah.
Like there's definitely so much conflict in this show that I'm kind of just wondering, where is it all going to settle? And we've only got 3 episodes left.
Yeah, that's a tough part. There's like not a lot of time left to do anything with here.
And what you've just recently done to end this episode is you've introduced Wakanda.
Which makes perfect sense. And it actually, I didn't even think about how murky of a thing it is for him to have gone, like Bucky, to go and release this dude who killed the father of the people who like saved your life.
Who gave you a better upgraded arm, dude.
Yeah, like
and a dope name like the White Wolf.
Like cleared your name, made you a good person again, and like you kind of just went against them for your own personal gain in a way.
Not only that, but you also had to wonder, you know, unfortunately, due to the death of Chadwick Boseman, we're never really going to understand how Wakanda plays a bigger part in the world.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's introduced here. But you always had to kind of wonder, if there's no secret society like Nick Fury and those guys, who's going to step in when things really go to shit? And to see the introduction of the Wakandans, now you're kind of understanding maybe they do play a role in this police force that's kind of making sure that everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing.
They've also never been afraid to leave their worlds to come take out like a
threat,
or just a person who they have a vendetta against. Like think about what that movie they were doing, right?
Yeah.
Like they were rolling up on people's houses and like just taking them out when they.
Well, I mean,
needed to,
people were stealing vibranium.
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
an issue.
It's an issue. They're police vibranium.
So they've already shown that like when they need to get down, they will, and they'll get dirty if they have to. So like I'm not shocked that they're coming through and being like, we're just gonna get this done quick, dude. Like you, if anything, maybe you're trying to help us and break them out of jail so that we can kill them.
Yeah, it certainly left me wanting more. Zemo, I think his days are numbered.
We'll see. Hey man, well they've written some interesting stuff so far. I don't have an opinion on Zemo. He was great in this episode. He might end up being good, more than likely bad.
He's bad.
Let us know what you think. Is he good? Is he bad? Is he going to be screwing him over, stabbing him in the back, or it would be more of a stab in the front situation? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, give us your take on everything. John Walker, aka the new Captain America, didn't get a ton of screen time, but the screen time that he did get really made you question his motives and understand.
Hot on their tails too.
Like, what game is he playing right now? He knows that he's got a hand to play. He's just not sure what that hand is. Let us know your thoughts.
Yes, sir.
But 3 episodes in, we've got 3 more to go.
I'm watching them every week.
I love to hear you say that.
This is great, dude.
But people should also be watching this every week.
If you're not, you're fucking crazy, dude.
Maybe they just don't know how. You got to hit us subscribe button, because then you're going to get a pop-up that lets you know, hey, we got a new video.
There's a notification bell too.
For Those With Good Taste, hit the channel on YouTube. Hit us on Instagram at For Those With Good Taste.
Twitter, I know our new commenter over there has been posting every once in a while. It's been pretty good stuff.
It's getting some visuals.
It's at Good Taste Live. Check them out for any like fight UFC. Next week, by the way, I did kind of drop it earlier. It's WrestleMania week. If you're not, I don't know what you're going to be watching, Matt, but I have 4 nights of wrestling coming up.
You make it seem like I have a choice. I'll be watching WrestleMania.
We got NXT on Wednesday, NXT on Thursday, and then we have WrestleMania on Saturday and Sunday. Like, I am going to be fucking wrestled out.
It is content overload,
and it's on Peacock. So if you have Comcast, I think you just fucking get it.
You get the cock for free.
Yeah. So you basically anybody out there who's listening to this, I probably would say you have a way to watch WrestleMania for free. If you are feeling a bit nostalgic, this is going to be the first WWE event, with people. So we're getting a live audience.
Full audience. That's awesome. Hit us in the likes. Hit us in the comments. We're out of here, guys. Catch you guys next week.
Peace.
Fuck you about my TV.
For those with good taste.